friend, coming back at you with another Madden 23 banger. And today, of course, we picked up the new Eric Dickerson for our 40 out of 50 Raiders theme team. He's going to get that +1 speed boost. This man is going to be 92 speed. As far as abilities goes, he does get the 2 AP running back apprentice, which I think is a very good idea to use depending on what offense you run. Although it is 6,000 training, it's about 120 to 150,000 coins to actually put running back apprentice on Eric Dickerson right now, which is just absolutely absurd to me. You should not have to pay nearly that many coins for an ability. It should be pre-baked in. But we're going to go ahead and run short and elite and recuperation. Recuperation just so he doesn't get tired so often. And short and elite so we can get a little bit better separation on those out routes, in routes, angle routes against man coverage. As quarterback goes, we're going to go ahead and rock Lamar Jackson. Louisville legend, you know, I got to use him. We got the strat card for the +2 throw power and the +2 deep accuracy, so 90 speed, 91 throw power, 89 throw under pressure, 90 throw on the run, and the 92 play action. We see the throw accuracies there. None of them hit that 90 threshold. But Lamar's been absolutely amazing for me so far. Definitely the best quarterback in the game so far. Hands down, set feet lead for 3 AP. I know it was 2 on Vic, but I got to show my boy Lamar some love. Plus, he's right-handed, and I feel way more comfortable using a righty. As far as receiver goes, I did sell my Larry Fitzgerald last night. Otherwise, I would be using him at wide receiver 1. With that 1 AP outside apprentice, I'm waiting to get DK Metcalf. As I record this video, he is not in the training variety pack, but I have a feeling when he hits the training variety pack, his price is going to drop quite a bit. I am definitely not paying 1.8 million coins for a DK Metcalf card. That's absolutely insane. Wide receiver 2, though, we got Michael CRABTREE, of course, with the Raiders chem. 90 speed. I'm sure you guys have seen this card or used this card. He's been in the game for feels like forever now. Everybody's still using him. Dave Casper, obviously, with the Raiders cam. Everybody's seen Dave Casper on that field, too. Man's an absolute menace. As far as our offensive line goes, we got a few Nats right here, and then we got the Tom Compton from the competitive pass rewards. I did grind out the competitive pass, and I got Tom Compton within 24 hours. But for whatever reason, my Tom Compton isn't numbered. Usually, my head's in the way, but there would be a number in front or right below the team logo on the card art at the very bottom in the middle, but I'm not sure why. For whatever reason, this one wasn't numbered. I know that I had to be one of the first 50, if not one of the first 100 people to get them, but for whatever reason, it wasn't numbered this time. So it is what it is. It's a free right tackle. I'll take it. He does get edge protector for 2 AP, even though we are not rocking that right now. And then defensively, I did sell Cam Chancellor. I was using him for a while. He's a very, very good user, but we do have the Raiders chem. So we're going to go ahead and use our Cordell Patterson. Pretty good change of direction. 89 speed, 88 acceleration, 6'2", with decent coverage stats, 80 hit power. So he's not quite as good of a user as Cam Chancellor, but for the price, you can't beat it. Plus, I got him as NCAT because I did the set for Eric Dickerson. Cornerback 1, Charles Woodson, of course. 92 speed with the 40 of 50 Raiders. This card's an absolute menace. I do not have any abilities on him because I run man coverage primarily, and he is a zone coverage corner, although he does have very, very high man coverage stats. 88 press, 92 speed. Dude's an absolute demon. We got Champ Bailey at CB number 3, Night Train Lane at CB number 2. As far as ability goes, sorry guys. As far as abilities go, we are rocking the 1 AP Deep Route KO on both of our safeties, Rod Woodson and Troy Polamalu. Champ Bailey, we got Inside Shade, Night Train, Medium Route KO, and Inside Shade. 1 AP under pressure on DeMarcus Ware. Dude's an absolute menace. 0 AP unpredictable on my boy T Sizzle. And of course the 1 AP lurker on Derek Johnson. As far as special teams goes, I actually did get the new Justin Tucker. Dude can hit from it feels like forever, and he does get 2 kicking abilities, so he's going to get clutch kicker and zen kicker. So if I have any kicks over 45 yards, he's going to get that slow kick meter, which is going to be super helpful. So you can make every single field goal online. And if somebody does call a timeout and try to ice me at the end of the game, I'm not going to get iced because clutch kicker makes it to where you can never get iced. So we know we've seen the team. Let's go ahead and hop into this playoff run, see if we can win ourselves a Super Bowl. All right, so we are loading into game 1 of our playoffs. We're going to see, this is my opponent's top 3. Looks like he's rocking a little bit of a Legends theme team. And then, of course, we got Woodson, Lamar, and the man, the myth, the legend, the Madden 20 menace, Eric Dickerson. We see the second play of his first drive. He's going to throw a pretty blind interception there. I love this Champ Bailey card. He makes a ton of plays for me. So we're going to get the ball real quick off a turnover, and then we're going to try to pound the rock with Eric Dickerson. Of course, Dickerson with a nice gain up the middle. Going to gain about 10 yards. That 0-1 trap is absolutely deadly. And then he's going to get caught on the O-line, but we're going to find Dickerson on the angle route for the touchdown. So we're up 7-0. He got ball first. It's looking pretty good to start this game. And here we go with this PA post shot play. He was running it over and over again. He's going to take a huge sack. It's going to be 4th and 16. He hurried up. I called a timeout. No reason to not set up my defense here. I want to make sure that I can get everything on the field that I want to get on the field. There, that was just medium route KO. Going crazy, so we're going to get the ball right back. Our very first play on offense on our next drive. Eric Dickerson is just off to the races. 92 speed. He looks absolutely insane out there. He's been breaking a ton of tackles for me. So far, I absolutely love this Eric Dickerson card. He's by far the best running back I've used this year, and it's not even close. Marshawn was good, but Dickerson is just miles ahead of him. So we see that's about a 48-yard touchdown. Dickerson averaging about 10 yards a carry for me so far through this playoff run. He's been absolutely incredible. Here we see we have a 3rd and long. He took a couple sacks on his very next set of downs. He's been taking a whole lot of sacks this game. Overstorm Brave has been working beautifully. He's going to find the crosser though, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 3. And we're going to try to set up our blitz one more time. But he's got a trick up his sleeve. He's going to put his running back out on a little route. And we're not going to quite be able to get there with our user. So unfortunately, we give up the first down. But that's okay. We're still up 14-0, and he got ball first. So I like where we're at in this game so far. Looked like right there, he was probably throwing an interception. So he's going to go ahead and punt us this ball back. We're going to roll out with Lamar. On our next set of downs, we're going to find Dickerson on the angle route. Just an incredible throw by Lamar. Lamar has been amazing for me so far as well. And then here again, we find Dickerson in the flats. We are trying to force feed Dickerson as much as possible, but our drive stalled out and we didn't want to not get points. So our brand new acquisition, Justin Tucker, is going to hit a long field goal. That's going to take the lead to 17-0 going into the second half, where we're going to try to pound this rock and chew clock as much as possible. We see there on that first run, Dickerson breaking a ton of tackles. Although our drive is going to stall out, we're going to go ahead and punt him the ball. He hasn't proved to us at all that he can score or even move the ball a little bit on our defense. So we're going to go ahead and punt him the rock, hopefully force a turnover or a punt and get the ball right back, try to make something work on offense. Punt return, nothing going. He's going to eat a little hit stick there. And then his next set of downs, he's going to take a couple sacks. Again, he keeps not canceling this play action. And guys, if you are running play action plays, make sure you cancel the play action, because if somebody pass commits, they're going to come screaming in there, just like we did right there. That play actually had a chance to get a safety, and it's going to bring up a 4th and very long, where he almost converts, but he's just short of the first down marker. That's going to give us the ball back, and he's had enough, so he's going to go ahead and get out of there. Alright, now we're loading up into Game 2, our divisional round. And we're going to see that this is his top 3 right here. Again, a little bit of a Legends theme team. I am still rocking the Raiders build, of course. Same top 3, Lamar, Dickerson, Woodson. All incredible cards. Love them all so far. So we are going to be kicking the ball off to start the game. Our opponent's going to get the ball first. And early on, he kept hitting this running back wheel route. This was the second play of the game, I believe, and Marshawn Lynch is going to take it all the way for a touchdown. So unfortunately, we are down 7-0 early. But our very first play offensively, Dickerson again just off to the races. 79 yards all the way to the house. And man, Dickerson fast. 92 speed. Nobody on his team is going to be able to catch him. And Dickerson with a super hot start on the squad. As we see, he's going to try to keep throwing this little running back wheel route. But we make a beautiful play with our user there, Rod Woodson with the lurk. We're going to pick 6 and we're going to go up 14-7. Early on in this game, we see he keeps running the same play over and over again. He just keeps sending Marshawn out on a wheel route, and our man coverage isn't getting there quite enough. But we did finally end up bagging it. Big 3rd and 11 here. He goes to an empty set, and he runs a nice little corner route with Crabtree. He's going to go ahead and get in the end zone there. He's actually going to go for 2 and take a 1-point lead here, running that same play with the wheel route. So just keep that in mind. Later on in this game, we are going to definitely keep an eye on that. Our very next drive, though, of course, we're running post, and we're going to hit the corner out for a nice little gain. Then on 3rd down, we are going to miss Eric Dickerson on the angle route. A little bit of a pressure inaccurate. I think I dropped back too far in the pocket, but that's okay because we have Justin Tucker. He's going to hit a 57-yard field goal. So we're going to go up 17-15. A little bit of an odd score there, but that's okay. And we're going to kick the ball back off to him. And I don't know what happened here. He has Taylor in at fullback, and we missed a few tackles. He's going to take this all the way down to his almost 40-yard line. He's going to be on the 42, so a really short field to work with. Then he's going to pound the rock a few times. We see beast mode, just being beast mode, breaking a few tackles. He was hurrying up a lot this whole game. Like I said, guys, I don't know why we're doing this. Don't hurry up if you don't have to, you know. If it's necessary, or you think your opponent's in a defense where you might be light boxing them and you have a really good look, go ahead and hurry up. But don't hurry up for no reason just because you gained a few yards on that play. Your opponent's going to adjust if they have any idea what they're doing. And we did adjust there. We see that that little slant route got picked off. Again, it's our man Champ Bailey, and he's going to take it all the way to the crib. So we're going to have a 24-15 lead. He's going to come out in a little bit of a different formation this time. Throwing incompletion. It's going to be 4th and 21, so he's going to go ahead and punt us the ball. Under a minute left to go in the first half. We're going to try to come away with points here. Charles Woodson's going to field the punt. Nothing going, though. So here we're going to have a little bit of a different setup. We are running a mountain swing play, and we're going to toss it up to Michael Crabtree. Nice little egg there. I probably could have bullet passed that and not had to worry about doing that, but we didn't, so it is what it is. And then our next play on offense, we're going to find Crabtree again on the corner out. So, 2nd and 10 now, about 15 seconds left to go in the half. We're going to find Dickerson on that angle route, breaking tackles over and over again. Now there's 9 seconds left to go in the half. We have no timeouts, so we're going to run our little RPO peak zone bubble. And Dickerson is going to fight again, get into the end zone. So now we have a 31-15 lead going into the half, and we get ball. I really like where this game is going so far, but unfortunately our first drive of the next half stalls out. We miss our corner route there. When I went to motion the outside receiver, I meant to motion block him, but I accidentally sent him out on the route. I snapped the ball a little bit too late, so his heat got in there, and we end up having to punt the ball back to him. Now he's coming out in this empty formation quite a bit, so I know exactly what he's doing. Ran right over to use the corner out, and he had absolutely nothing open. Then on 4th and 10, he's going to dump it down, but it's not going to be enough to convert. So we see what happens here. This is that read option that if you guys saw in my ebook, whenever somebody runs this pinch style defense out of nickel over, there's going to be no read key. You're going to get a free run with the quarterback. There we saw on 3rd down, we find a nice little wheel route to Dickerson. Now this is what I meant to do on the play before, on our last drive. I meant to motion block that guy, but it is what it is. Michael Crabtree drops the wide open corner route. That would have been a touchdown that sealed the game for sure. So now he has a little bit of a chance to get back in this game at least. We see it's 4th and very long. 4th and 19, he's just going to ag us there. And not really much you can do about that. I have deep route KO, and they should play that, but they don't here. What a fluky thing. 4th and long again. He gets the tip. We knock it out, and then he ends up catching it. He goes for the onside kick afterwards, and he ends up actually forcing a fumble, but we do recover the fumble. From there, we're just going to chew the clock, and we're going to go ahead and get the W. Now we are moving on to our conference championship game, where we're going to face a little bit of a better player. Alright, you see we got one win to the Super Bowl. We are loading up and we find a game instantly. And unfortunately for us, we are going to match up with King Levels, who, if you've been following the channel for a little while now, you're going to know that I played King Levels quite a bit in head-to-head and weekend league last year on current gen. So I'm very familiar with how he plays. He audibles around a lot. He does run meta for the most part. Bunch tight end, in this case, bunch open tight end, and he's going to audible to slots a lot. I believe he was in the Washington playbook, but we're going to get the ball first. We're going to try to pound the rock as much as we possibly can if he's giving us the right look. I had noticed that in the previous play he was in a cover 3, so I'm going to try to set up a little cover 3 beater here. He actually had both of our routes manned up though, and I'm going to make a pretty bad read there. I thought I had a little bit of space, but Patterson got back to it. Really good play by him. He's going to get the ball with a really good field position, and a couple plays later, he's going to find this post to Randy Moss. But fortunately for us, we have knockout abilities for that specific play right there. As we can see, he's audibling around a lot. I get caught on the wrong user, and he's going to dump it down to beast mode for a massive gain. We had to stop there, and we couldn't follow through with it, so unfortunately, it is what it is. But we're going to force a 3 and field goal here. He's going to not gain any yards after that, and we're going to force a field goal, so I'm happy with how that worked out defensively. Here we're going to run post, of course, and we're going to find the corner out to Michael Crabtree. His user was right there, but we made a very good pass lead. Precision passing working out beautifully. There again, we're going to find the nice little wheel route to Dickerson. And again, we're going to find Dickerson in the flats. I don't know why he wasn't manning Dickerson up. He was leaving him open a lot this game. I know when he's on the angle route, you got to use the angle route. But that's going to leave the corner route wide open. So we're going to find Michael Crabtree for a huge gain. 2nd and goal now from the 10-yard line. We're going to hit this 0-1 trap. And Dickerson up the middle, fighting into the end. So he's going to get the ball right back. We are up 7-3 with about a minute left to go in the first half, and he's going to hit us with a shot play out of gun tight on his very first play of the drive. We see he's audibling over from bunch to a few different formations. I am familiar with his bunch open tight end. A lot of people have been running it. Here he's going to try to find the corner route to Dave Casper, and our deep route KO doing exactly what it's supposed to. So now we got a 2nd and 10, 39 seconds left to go in the half. We see I've got kind of a cover 3 shell here. And again, he's going to find Dave Casper. Just a little bit too much separation for Troy Polamalu to get the knockout. So now there's 33 seconds left to go in the half. I get stuck on Warren Sapp, and he's going to throw it up right to us. Unfortunately, we could not get the interception with our feet in bounds. So he's going to have another shot to get points before the end of the half. There I had my guy in a cover 3 look as he ags us across the middle. Nice little high ball for him there. It kind of was open, but kind of wasn't. But on that play before, I had the guy manned up to Larry Fitz. I put him on a deep third so he didn't get torched off the line on something like a C route. and it didn't work out for us. He throws a wheel, and that was a really good play by him. There we find Casper on the corner route with not very much time left to go in the half at all. I don't have any timeouts, so I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to go ahead and take my three. We're going to be tied going into the half. He's not going to do anything on the kickoff, so we see that I have a deep third there on the right side, and he's going to look for that little in and out route pretty consistently when he goes to gun tight. I think if he mixed it up out of these formations, he probably would have done a lot better, but he's trying to run the same plays when he goes to these different formations just over and over again, and we get used to it, so that should have been an interception there, although it was almost a catch. But we caught on to what plays he was running out of each formation, which kind of made him really predictable, which was a big part in the outcome of this game. We're going to see later on that we knew exactly what he was doing, so it's going to play to our benefit tremendously here. We're going to find a little space, wiggle around behind the line of scrimmage with Eric Dickerson. Patient running pays off. We've been pounding the rock as much as possible. He's not in a set that can play the run very well. He's audibling from 3-3 to 3-3 Cub, which is, decent against the run if you know how to shoot gaps, but he does not know how to shoot all the gaps out of a slot. There, we're going to try our luck on a fullback dot, or a QB sneak. Didn't work out, so we're going to go to our RPO peak zone bubble, our red zone money play, and it's going to work out for us. We're going to be up 7, about 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and a chance to really seal this thing if we can get a stop here. Huge sack on the very first play, so that's going to lead to a 3rd and 18. Here he's going to find the corner route to Casper, but again, our deep route KO doing his job. On this play, like I said, I had a cover 3 shell. I did everything right. I even had Casper manned up, cross-man across the formation by Palomalu. I'm making sure I don't get beat by anything deep, and he did have that seam route if he would have thrown it at the right time. Somehow, Casper fights to the first down marker. I don't know if that was a post or whatever. So that was a huge swing. 4th and long turns into a first down for him. But the very next play, he's going to throw an interception, so it really doesn't matter too much. Now there's 3 minutes left to go. We're just going to try to chew clock, gain as many yards as we possibly can, try to keep churning out these first downs, and hopefully just end this thing like that. He does stop the run a couple times, though. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 8. But we get it outside the pocket with Lamar. We're going to stun on him a little bit. And luckily, we didn't fumble. So that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. He only has 1 timeout left. So I'm going to run the ball a little bit here. 3rd and 2. I almost get the first down here. There's 4th and inches, but there's no point in risking it. So we're going to go ahead and take our field goal. And that's going to put us up 10 with about 30 seconds left to go in this game. He only has 1 timeout. So he would need an onside kick to win. Even if he can score very quickly, the chances of him winning aren't likely at all. There's no point in risking a QB sneak and selling the game like that. So here, 4th and a mile, and our pressure comes in. He was looking for that corner out to Casper again, and that's going to do it for this game. That's going to be our conference championship game. Really good win. King Levels is a good opponent. I've played him a ton of times. Last year he was top 25 in weekend league pretty much every week. So shout out to you, Levels. GG's as always. But that's going to go ahead and bring us to our Super Bowl. Alright, we are finally to the conclusion of our playoff run. We are at our Super Bowl. We're going to go ahead and search and hopefully find a competent opponent and have a good game. So, hashtag Pack Strike is still going on, and I don't know if it's because of that or what, but people still aren't getting their Super Bowl rewards. There's no trophy packs. People aren't getting their coins from their playoff runs. I didn't get any of my coins from my playoff runs, although it popped up on the screen. It actually never popped up on my coin count. So that's super, super unfortunate right there. Even when I won 3 games in the playoffs, I didn't get any additional coins for it. So hopefully EA fixes that, as we see that we are going to kick the ball off to him to start the game. I really like starting the game on defense this year and setting the tone. You can really see how well your opponent can move the ball, because a lot of people can't against man coverage this year. Man coverage is really, really suffocating. And if you know how to zone out around it, you know how to set up the right blitzes. Man coverage is just insane this year. So hopefully that gets tuned down a little bit, because I think it is a little bit too good. We're going to go ahead and kick the ball off to him here, though. Just pro tip, guys, go down on the kickoffs. Don't take a hit with your fullback or tight end or whoever you have in there, because that can be very, very detrimental. They're going to fumble quite a bit as he dumps it down to his tight end. For a nice little first down, he's going to hurry up, just like everybody else does in this game for whatever reason. Just because you get a first down, guys, doesn't mean you have to hurry up. I never understood that logic. But he's going to go ahead and take a timeout anyways, which really doesn't make sense to me. Hurried up, just take a timeout. We see here he's going to hit the nice little in route to his running back, pick up first down, and we're going to scream at him, get a huge sack. I'm sure he saw that he had his running back angle route there, so he's going to try to go right back to it. And our user's all over it, Rod Woodson, with his second pick 6 of the video. We're going to swag on him a little bit. You got to, you know, especially in the Super Bowl like this. We're going to try to send a little bit more heat at him. He did try to send his running back out on a route on 4th and 10, and he's going to run straight backwards, throw the ball away. Really, really good play by him to turn the ball over. We're going to get the ball right back with a chance to score, go up 14-0 early, and hopefully ice this thing out. But instead of that, I guess he'd had enough. He's going to go ahead and quit out, and that's going to be the end of our playoff run there. Alright, boys, so that was a little bit of an anticlimactic end to our playoff run there, but we did get the dub, so another Super Bowl in the books. That was on MVP on Next Gen. I was in Legend, but I quit out to play on Current Gen because it wouldn't let me play my Weekend League while I had a Current Gen season going on Next Gen for whatever reason. It glitches like that sometimes. This game is super, super buggy. But as far as the cards go, Eric Dickerson, absolutely incredible. Lamar Jackson, best quarterback in the game, hands down. Super, super shifty. And he doesn't feel... It feels like it's way easier to get out of the pocket with him than it was with Michael Vick. Although they're the same speed. And Michael Vick has a little bit more throw power. That throw power really... I have not noticed whatsoever. Lamar can make every single throw I've needed to make so far since I've been using him. But I hope you guys liked the video. I'm going to try to do more videos like this with playoff runs or even season runs with the new cards that I acquire that come out in the few days before. I haven't given you all a team update in a while, so I figured I would. I hope you guys liked it, though. As always, if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and make sure you're notified for all incoming Madden 23 Ultimate Team content from your boy. Part 3 of our spread ebook coming in the next day or two. Stay tuned. It's your boy Killer Cam Friend. I'm out. Peace.